everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day, right? Hump day, hump day. It's a great day. Beautiful today. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So, it's Carla Nicole, and I wanted to talk about something that I think when you're in relationships, um, we oftentimes don't find out until we're in the relationship that maybe this person I'm with is not evenly yoked with me. And I think we need to be clear that sometimes, hey, Arkenny, sometimes we're not evenly yoked for various reasons. It just may be because we're not as mature. Just our life experiences, our childhood, and I can go on and on. But a lot of times when you're in relationships with someone that you're not evenly yoked with, a lot of times you're in that relationship and you feel like you're parenting in the relationship, right? So you're a grown man and you have to parent like a father to your wife, to your girlfriend, to your partner. You're finding yourself having to teach her and show her things and explain things and be on top of things because things aren't getting done that normally a grown-ass woman would make sure would get done. Same with women. We can get with gentlemen that are not evenly yoked, and we're finding ourselves up underneath them, telling them what to do, how to do things, what they need to do and get done. And so in these relationships, the person that is not as mature as you or is not having the same maturity level as you are finding themselves very frustrated. See, on the opposite end, a lot of times we talk about, well, I have to teach my man this. I got to show my man that. I got to teach my girl to do this. My girl didn't know how to do that. Okay, and we get that. But let's talk about the person on the other side. The person that is the recipient of the parenting style. A lot of times they feel frustrated. They feel angry. They feel mad. They feel choked out. They feel like, I feel like I can't do anything right. Or I feel like, I'm always often being told that I'm wrong. Or I need to learn this or do that. And then, of course, comes the point in time where that relationship 9 times out of 10 does not last, or it lasts for so long until it breaks. Well, why does it break? Because after so long, even as parents, after we no longer have to parent our children, we therefore have to allow them to go. We break free. We allow them to be on their own grind, doing their own things, becoming independent of us. When you're in a relationship and you have to be told everything, taught multiple things because you don't know certain things, and you really don't have a desire to know, you're just doing it to keep your mate happy, because if I don't do this, he's going to be this, or if I don't do that, she's going to do this. That is exhausting. So I wanted to talk about how important it is when we do choose a partner, or when we do choose someone we want to be with. It's vitally important that we're evenly yoked. But understand, evenly yoked is important, but you need to know how evenly yoked happens. What does that mean? Pay attention when you're dating each other, when you are intimate with each other. Intimate meaning having conversation, interacting, and all of those things. Pay attention. Are you having to teach them everything? Do you find that you're constantly on top of them about what they're not getting done? Are they self-preserving? Are they making sure their stuff is done on their own without you having to teach them how to do those things? If not, you're going to find out, my God, I'm constantly on top of them, and I am now being parental than I am being an active partner, and where I can feel confident that if I leave out of our home or if I go somewhere, the whole thing and foundation that we built together isn't going to collapse because of the fact that my mate can take care of what's necessary. My mate can do what I can do when I'm not there without me having to be on top of them and telling them, well, did you do this? Did you do that? Make sure you do this. Make sure you do that. And granted, there's things, because I could talk about this, I could be forgetful. There could be times when we're not really on top of things at times. That's what it is. But to have to constantly teach and train and be on top of our mate, that is unevenly yoked. If you're dating somebody in this style, you are not dating somebody that's potentially somebody you want to be with in a partnership or in a lifelong relationship with. Because to be all honest, it's going to be so exhausting, not just for you that has to teach and train and tell them what to do, but it'll also behoove you to know that it will also be exhausting for them. Because now they look at you as somebody who's constantly on top of them. They're going to get in trouble. How are you getting in trouble when you're in a relationship with somebody? Men will say it all the time. Oh, I better do this or I'm going to be in trouble. Trouble? You're grown as hell. Just do what you need to do and your woman won't have to be on top of you and tell you what to do and what are you doing and how are you doing it. Do what you need to do as a grown-ass adult. Make sure the person that you decide to be with is just as self-deserving and self-preserving in themselves as you are for yourself. A lot of times we get with these people and we find out, damn, they don't even have the basics down. They can't take care of themselves. They can't have a car. They can't have a driver's license. They can't have basic shit you have to live. What the hell? So it's important that we sit down and pay attention before we partner with somebody. Are they self-preserving? Because understand something. When you partner with someone, and if you decide that you want to be in love with someone, you want to marry someone, you want to be legal with them, you want them to speak for you when you can't speak for yourself, let me tell you something. You better make sure that person has a mindset that clearly is not just about you telling them what to do. What if you're on life support? Think about it. What if you're on life support? You're in a coma. Your bills can't get paid. Nothing can get done. And your mate is like running around like a chicken with their head cut off because they don't know what to do. That is not good. You can lose everything. Everything. So you have to be mindful. It is a distraught situation and very frustrating to sit down and be in a relationship with someone that you're not evenly yoked with. And evenly yoked means that they understand you, you understand them. They also have their own understanding of what is necessary to get done as a team. You two should be the same on both ends. If I leave, my boo got me. If I gotta go do something, he's got me. If I need something done, he's got me. If he needs something done, I got him. So at the end of the day, well, he doesn't have to feel like, oh God, I've got a person on my back leeching off of me, but nobody really knows what to do in a circumstance when I'm not there. What if something happens to you at your job and you got to be out of town? And your mate has to make sure everything is done and running properly. Can they do it? If they can't, they're not evenly yoked with you. And I'm not saying to just dismiss people because they're not evenly yoked, but what I am saying is don't partner with them. Don't make them your mate. Don't decide that you want to have a long-term, long-life relationship with them because it's going to exhaust you. They're going to be turned off by your demands and commands because what happens is they feel that they're being controlled. It is a controlled environment because if I don't make sure that I teach you this and tell you to do this and get this done, it won't get done. So now you are being controlled. But of course, at the time, it looks like, well, I'm trying to make sure everything's controlled so that I make sure that, okay, maybe I'm making sure the things are in place so that the units in the home and in the relationship is running properly. But if not, then why am I wasting my time? We spend a lot of time trying to figure out, oh my God, you don't know what to get done? That's like having a mate that has to constantly ask you, well, what needs done now? What do I need to do now? What do you want done now? You're in this house just as much as I am. Take a look around. Is there things that need done? Then do them. I don't need you to check in with me. We are a team. We are together. We are a union. We are in a committed relationship. We're in a partnership. So if that's the case, then we both know what's necessary and needed done. Just do it. Why are we making this so hard? That's the question. But like I said again, a lot of times when we're in relationships, we don't want to admit that we pick someone that we're not evenly yoked with. So we're constantly on top of them, telling them what to do. And then they feel like they're being controlled. And that relationship eventually gets exhausted and ends. Like I said earlier, when we have children, we teach our children what to do. We tell them what to do, we give them rules, we tell them how to focus and what to focus on. And we do that. Why? Because we're the parents, right? But after so long, once they become adults, we become, we release them. We leave them to their own demise. I taught you everything. At this point, you need to be taking care of yourself. I don't have to still, my daughter's 21. I don't have to still call her. Are you doing this? Are you cleaning your room? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? She's grown as hell. Why would I still be on top of her to make sure she's doing what she needs to do? So that applies the same in relationships. But why the relationships break is because nobody is being honest about the fact they're in a parenting relationship. You're in a parent-child relationship. Your mate is not your mate or your partner. Your mate is your child. Your other child you have to be on top of. You have to make sure they're getting stuff done and making sure they're doing this and doing that. That is not a relationship. That is a parental relationship. And if that's the case, eventually it's going to exhaust itself and come to an end. I'm just telling you. So be mindful. When you decide to get into a relationship and partner with somebody, are they able to take care of themselves? Are they able to do what's necessary without you telling them? Or not? If not, you shouldn't be partnering with them at all. You can be friends with them. You can even have sex with them. You can do what you want with them. But please, by all means, do not marry them. Do not make them your living partner to where they're running the show, because you don't know, for God's sake, what they're going to turn out to be, how it's going to end up. Some of your shit will be effed up. Your bills will be tore up. Your house won't be clean. Your stuff is all a shambles. Everything's turned off. Your lights might be cut off. Why? Because they're not responsible in that realm. So you have to be mindful. Are you evenly yoked with them or not? That's what's important. If you don't know, I'm Carla Nicole. I'm a wisdom coach, and I help clients all the time. And believe it or not, there's more people in these parental-child relationships than you can imagine. And I try to tell them, listen, from now on, you're going to be the father. You're going to be the wife. I'm sorry, the mother in this relationship. And then eventually, it's going to end. Just what it is. You have to understand. In order for us to be evenly yoked with each other, we got to be able to self-preserve. We got to be able to do what we need to do individually. If your mate can't keep their house together, can't keep their bills together, shit's getting cut off, and you want to bring them on with you in some legal agreement, not wise. Because you're going to end up having a child, another child, if you don't have any already, that you now have to be on top of. Well, give me your check. Let me arrange this. Let me do that for you. Let me do this for you. What clothes are you wearing? Have you washed your clothes? That's too much. That's too much. And our partner choices we're picking is hugely impactful in our life. Trust me. I can't tell you how important it is with your peace of mind, or even just your peace, period. You can't have peace if you're constantly running behind your mate trying to figure out if they're doing what they need to do. I hope I helped somebody today. Make sure you share this video. Also, if you need a coach, hit me up, inbox me. I'm Carla Nicole. I do wisdom coaching, so if you guys need help, please reach out to me. I have a whole course library that you can go on and take advantage of. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, it's very important what you're doing out here when it comes to relationships, because relationships can make or break your peace. So I'm out of here, guys. I'm signing off. It's Carla Nicole. Best kept. Have a good day, guys. Bye.